Okay, so we're going to begin with this web session that I'm starting for this channel, and I haven't been in this channel for a while. What I want to do is make kind of like quick web demos or web experiments that you can use, especially if you're a designer, if you are into marketing, into even web development, because this video may help you. I will show you code examples, like design examples, how they are made, how they are built, like the whole anatomy of the project, of the web project. All the projects that I'm going to show you here are made in primarily in HTML format. They have CSS also and JavaScript. So I started recording a while ago, and I was making showing you this example here. It's called HTML too short. So let me just show you this by name: ABCFG HTML too short, right here. Okay, so what is this video about? What is the idea here? The idea is you take a phone like this one, right, and you can just shoot the screen, you know what I have here, and you'll make a video. So for example, wait, okay, let's reset it. Okay, so now I collected a video, I made a video. Wanna see? Let me show you. This is the video, right? So you can make a YouTube short just by recording HTML2 videos. So that's what this project is about. The interesting thing of this is you can combine it with fonts, you can apply CSS, you can make the background whatever you want, and you can make your video. So for instance, I would agree that black background is better. So what you have is a bunch of divs here, and then each div you just change the title. You can make it light mode or dark mode. So let's put it all into dark mode. Copy. You can decide which frames are light and which ones are dark, which ones are light. Okay, there you go. Light mode. Now this is the data duration, how long you want this to be. I can make 3 seconds here, I can make 1 second, or we can just make them quick, like 1 second each, and then see what happens. And then you can do line breaks here, and all you have to do is control this little chunk, and then you create your design here. It's a little bit jumpy here, so let's just go here, boom, 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 make it all dark mode. I think the transition in between goes through white with basic HTML. So let's just default it to black first of all. The CSS, so just save, and let's see how it happens. Okay. There is a background. I don't know why we need this background. I don't know we need this background. I think all we need is just to have this one, and then that's what it is. So that's HTML too short. Now we're gonna have about image set. This is another project. This is an interesting project. You probably have seen canva.com, where you can just design your covers online. Well, this is a similar project. You have those templates. You can basically type my cover and you know, essential training or something, and then type something here, and you can actually download these images and download them as download them as PNG files, which is absolutely amazing. So this is the result. You basically edit in CSS, and then you actually let me see how it looks. This is how it looks. It's really cool. I mean, you can basically design in CSS, make it editable. So here is the whole set of different files. The idea is you have all those key media file formats that you will need in a sales funnel. You have your cover page, your cover image, you have the YouTube thumbnail, you have the Instagram post, you have the, I call it the PayHip integrated image, which is the cover plus some description on the side. You have the YouTube thumbnail made full on in CSS, exportable and downloadable as a PNG. So that's cool. And it's all in this HTML basically. So it's an application and it is a template at the same time. So that's a cool project. Image set. I'll show you another one called Infinite Blog. So an infinite blog is exactly that. Micro posting in a long roll format with simple markup, HTML. As you can see, there is only one article. Each post is an article, and it has just a nugget of text and a heading and a paragraph, and that's all it is. That's all this project is about. It's another web template. Here another interesting design. This is an experiment that I saw in Tympanus and Code Drops. I took the template and I started playing with it, and I started kind of changing the colors, the content, some of the properties of this of the JavaScript to make some variations. So it is pretty interesting. Called ink flow. So that's basically the project. It's a really experimental project. I had a lot of fun doing it and playing with it. This one is actually a really old, you won't believe me, this is 12 years old, and because HTML is so timeless, you can pretty much take from here, do an upgrade, it's almost like a 10-year upgrade, which will be essentially changing the fonts and I don't know what else, because it was just properly made in 2012, so I don't see what else will you change. But basically what it is you have a paragraph of text, and then you can create this really fun micro interactions like this hovering effect. You can tell the story, you can have links. It could be a sales page, could be an information page, could be something like the Wikipedia where you have references, and why not. And this template was also from Code Drops. Back in those days I was just really into Code Drops and learning from their examples and creating pages based on their open source templates. This is another one. So this is called iProduct. So an iProduct is an older template. So back in those days, not back, well, yeah, 2015, 16, I started with the idea of the kind of the funnel packages. So funnel packages are, there is a landing page, and the landing page sells you something. This will be a template, kind of a skeleton, which then became something else, became funnel fold, which I will show you later, and is the latest update. So iProduct is kind of the version from 2015. It is a sales funnel template system. It has the index page, it has the headlines, the Facebook ad, information, the specs, the manuscript. You can export this as well. It is basically, yeah, iProduct will be a file to be recreated. iProduct, like info product. And I think that's what I would like to show you today. We've been 10 minutes on this live. Actually, I'll show you one more and then I'll finish here. I hope you enjoyed the video. There are so many pieces to show you, so many assets, from e-commerce sites to CSS libraries, to joke sites, to workout sites, to DJ applications, to web builder, micro tools, to Airbnb sites, to listing sites, to news websites, to typography, responsive typography. We have lots of stuff, JavaScript, SVG, many experiments. This is another website that I made with jokes using CSS grid. I remember it was just like, I just want to make like a quick grid and just fill it up with something just to demonstrate the design. And that's what it is. It's just a CSS grid. The way it is created was with grid areas. So it's pretty easy to just shift around with these properties. You can, for example, just change one little number here and save, and there will be likely a change if it happens here or in another breakpoint. Let me see. Okay, I think it did like a mini change on this box. So this is it. It's like a joke website using CSS grid. Most of the work was around this section, all the styling, defining all this, the structure, the design specification of this grid. And then all the content injection was the easy part, just putting some jokes. That's all about it. This website that I have here was created in 2019. So the idea of it was having like a hub page. This will be some sort of a landing page with a video background, sending users to like 3 completely different parts of my work. So for example, we have the what we call the lab. That will be the main website. So it's a link to the main website. And then from here you can also go to this shop, and then I'm gonna have to update this one, and then the blog, which is my WordPress site. So then you can see how you can publish basically all these elements here. A bunch of posts in WordPress. I can take any of these posts and transfer it to Medium or anywhere else. What else? So this one is called the this is a good one. It's a recent project called Layout Gen. And when you click Auto Grid, Auto Fit, you put the sections down here, and this Auto Fit, what it does is it generates layouts, different positions, kind of to give you quick ideas of how this website will be. When you click on this change the grid, you can change properties of that grid along with colors if you want to. But the important thing, if you can notice, is an auto designer, is an auto layout generator. You can create variables, for example, different types of grids, color variable, different types of colors, different types of ordering. And by combining all those variables, you can have like, endless design options. So this is called the Layout Gen. It's another work in progress, and it has some good potential. You can inspect it. Lazy workout. Back in 2020, when we started doing the whole work from home, I decided like, hey, you know what? It's time to start working out at home. So I created a site for those who were remote workers. They just wanted to have like a quick routine, a quick workout routine. Same as if I were to do it right here in front of you, I would just start, I would stretch, and why not? And these whole lazy workouts will be the kind of a cool, project, and at the same time it will make me like work out, and and it's one of those on our web experiments. Posted it, I have the videos in YouTube, I got some views, and then I can connect to the channel right here. View channel, micro workouts. I just kind of filled up that channel with those videos just to host them and being able to reference them from the HTML. So that's lazy workouts. Another file that I want to create, and I think everybody should have this file on their lives, and I call it the life OS, live operating system. All these are things that you can do in your life. Could be your family, could be your son. In my case, these kind of things that I worry about: my family, my son, my health, my trips, my work, my art, my resources, of course, finances and all that. But everything kind of goes here. In my work, in my webs, my and the idea is that everything that is yours is written as my something, and everything goes to one URL. Could be a Google Docs folder with your documents about your family, your pictures, and other things that you want to do. I think Live OS will be the kind of site that I will create using CSS Grid. This loads in my iPhone amazingly, and I just click, and I can go to my finances, I can go to my profile, I can go to my mail. I will basically create my own custom menu for all my activities. And then line anchor, I already showed you this framework. It is a framework to create these sort of anchor tags and links that look really cool. And you can basically enter any article and reference links using this animation. Okay, we are in L. Then L, link pad. I'm gonna finish here the stream. Finally, link pad is another project that I did recently. What is this project about? I wanna explain it to you. So this project is made in HTML, in CSS, contains a style tag here, is mainly style. It also contains a drop down. When you click this drop down, you basically switch in between the styles, so you can do basically any kind of design, and a little toggle that changes the design, changes the style. And what it is a launchpad, so it's the typical grid layout with links, and you click something and takes you somewhere. So that's all it is. Okay, this project, this is a PHP project. It is more like back-end-ish type of project. So the idea is to create a mail. There is no UI, so I don't have anything to show you. Same with master admin, PHP file, really cool. It basically creates the admin for your website. It's a drag and drop, and you already have an admin right there out of the box. Memoirs, another PHP file. These are like some PHP, okay? So they don't load in statically. I have to host them or pull the live server, but I'll show you another one. So when I was applying to Facebook a while ago, I had an interview and they asked me like, okay, so what do you want to show? What project did you work on? So I created a presentation to show a project that I did work using VR. So when I was working for this company, for this client, one of the projects was to create an agile development tool in Jira, and the idea, a Jira in VR. It was pretty much putting the whole board right there with some UI tweaks. So we did some user research, we had some design challenges, then we did some hybrid prototyping, web, and actually VR Oculus. I don't know if this might work in Vision Pro, maybe. The solution was this project called Manifesto. The idea was to have this UI, be able to look at the stats right there in this kind of floating environment, have settings and preferences from your hand, be able to select environments, be able to manage sprints and tickets, choose different teams, have projects, everything in a 3D environment, create tickets using a floating keyboard, get to know your status, have this kind of navigation, maps, everything built for Oculus. So that was a project from like 2021. Maybe this time we will do something better with the Oculus Rift. So that's it, my friends. I want to stop the streaming. Hopefully you like what